Hey guys, this is Gary here at Muse Research and Development, and I'm going to show you how you can control your receptor using the good old iPad. Now, before you take this on the road and you start gigging with it, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're on some kind of a network, 3G or Wi-Fi, and make sure you download a VNC viewer. That's going to allow you to see inside the receptor. Now, the one I'm going to be using today is iTeleport. That one costs, I believe, $20 on the App Store, and it seems to work fine for me.
First, we're going to take one end of a straight-through Ethernet cable and plug it into the Ethernet port in the back of the receptor. We are then going to plug in the other end into a Wi-Fi or wireless router into one of its computer ports. This creates a network between the receptor and a wireless router. On your iPad, click the Settings button to bring up the Wi-Fi network settings. Here you can select the wireless router that you set up earlier. This way you can connect to the network that the receptor is currently on. On the front panel of the receptor, click the Setup button and turn the top knob until you see the TCP/IP setup and confirm that you're on Auto DHCP mode. If not, you can use the bottom knob to change it to Auto DHCP. Now change it to the IP address. This will be important for later. Now open the iTeleport app and it will open up its welcome screen. You'll have to press the manual button on the bottom to manually input the IP address for the receptor. Now you can press the plus sign in the top right to get to the new computer settings. First, we will go to the address bar to enter the IP address for the receptor. In this case, it's 192.168.000.100. Next, we have to put in the port number, which defaults here to 5900, which is the port number for the receptor 2. Now, if you have a receptor 1, you're going to have to put in 5901 for the port number. But since we're using a receptor 2 right now, we're going to stick with 5900. Now we're going to go to the security settings and put in the password that's needed to get into the receptor. In this case, the top secret password that you need is receptor with a capital R. Make sure the Save Password button is on so you don't have to keep on inputting the password every time that you connect. Lastly, we apply a name to the settings so that these settings can be recalled later. To keep it simple, I'm just going to call this setting Receptor. After we're done, we're simply going to hit Done and hit Connect in the top right of the screen. As you can see, we are now remotely viewing the receptor mixer. From here, you can make any kind of edits to the mixer and load and unload patches. One nice feature about the iTeleport app is that your finger doesn't actually have to be on the cursor. There's a built-in offset so that your finger can stay out of the way so you can see what you're clicking on when you touch the screen. Another advantage of using this application in a live situation would be changing patches on the fly. Now, if you're on a live show, you can zoom in and see some of your patches and click on them with ease to load one. Also with this setup, you could enter the interface of a selected plugin and make edits in there also.
Alright guys, well, we have successfully linked up the receptor to the iPad. The savings are now set, so you don't have to keep on putting in the IP address or the top secret password that's so hard to remember. At this point, you can take this thing on the road and have your receptor across the stage and have the iPad either on your keyboard or on a music stand making changes on the fly to the receptor mixer or even loading and unloading patches. So thanks for watching and go have some fun making music with the receptor.